What is your go-to snacks for the movie theaters?
If I had to choose a go-to, it's probably gonna be either nachos or peanut M&Ms.
And to drink to wash it all down?
I get one of the sparkling waters because yeah, like the AHA,
The
the concession.
AHA? What the
Yeah,
hell? What the heck is the AHA?
it's like bubbly or
You
Perrier or
mean
something like.
Asani?
Yeah, it's like that, but it's from the soda fountain.
Oh, okay. It's from the soda fountain.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
I was like,
sugar free, salt free, whatever. It's just seltzer water flavored.
all right.
What about you?
Before I used to like popcorn and all that stuff, but then it became M&Ms, peanuts like you do,
Mm-hmm.
but also Twizzlers. So it'd be kind of like the sweet and salty kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's become like more like M&Ms
Okay.
and then ices, like
You like the
like the
slushies?
frozen drinks. Well, they call it ice. I think they have this icy. Is it ices in the theater or is it slushies in the theater?
I think it depends on the theater.
True.
Because I think there is a difference.
The
I
one
just
with the
don't know
polar
why.
bear, the one with the polar bear and the sweater.
Yeah.
But sometimes what we do when I go with Kim and she meets me there, homegirl brings a bag of stuff.
Rate the Dollar Tree.
No, no, it's like legit like sandwiches. Like she goes to Firehouse
Oh.
or Burger King. So the theater gets all stank with either, Whopper Juniors or double Whoppers with cheese or the turkey sub from whatever she gets it from. So it all depends, but we stink it up with that. And
Yeah.
then we're crunching with the chips and all that stuff. Then I get the icy or is a Dr. Pepper,
Oh, okay.
like a regular soft drink.
Yeah, yeah. I like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, me too. I like Dr. Pepper or cherry Coke, root beer, cream soda. I like those stuff. She can't
Mm-hmm.
stand those. For some reason, she can't stand those.
Sweetness?
But she likes butterbeer from Universal Studios, and that's like cream soda.
It's cream soda and butterscotch,
Yeah.
essentially.
So how she does not like regular cream soda or root beer, I don't get it. But man, when we go to Universal and the opportunity to get a butterbeer,
Mm-hmm.
girls on it.
It
Girls
is
on it.
good.
For today's review, we've seen the prequels, if you will, because for every revelation, there
There's
is a
a.
revolution.
I thought I
Yeah,
was
beat
going
you
to
to the
finish that.
punch.
Yeah, you did.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you. I was like,
It's that dramatic pause.
a little too dramatic. But yes, Master of the Universe Revolution is out streaming on Netflix. The gang, it pretty much is all returns for this one. With a Rotten Tomatoes score. When I first looked it up, I was like, what? But let's see what happens here. Because before on Rotten Tomatoes, it was scored by the critics 100%.
I feel like the early reviews are usually higher.
So as we are reviewing this, which is the National Day for Pizza. So all you Ninja Turtles out there, I hope you're celebrating or celebrated by the time this review comes out that you had your pizza. It is rated by 11 critics 100%, and by the audience, which is over 184%.
Okay.
By the power of Grayskull. And let's get on with
She-Ra,
it.
different franchise.
No, it's the same franchise. They're cousins. Are they cousins or sister and brother?
I thought they were cousins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Tales of Two Bros. My name is Angel,
I'm a Don.
where we give you a review at least once a week. Spoiler alert! Masters of the Universe Revolution is currently streaming on Netflix. Again, by Kevin Smith. It has 5 episodes. You have the talents, like I said earlier, that the gang almost all returns. There are some switcheroos here, which I was kind of disappointed with. You have Melissa Bonest. I can't say her name. Supergirl from the show.
From the
She
WB
plays,
series. Yeah.
yeah, CW. Yeah. She plays Tila, who is actually married to He-Man, the voice actor that is.
Oh, the actress. Yeah.
Chris Wood, yes.
Okay.
Yes, which is kind of was like, wonder where there was like a deal in the clause, like, like, hey, I want my wife in this now.
To be better chemistry.
You have the regulars, like I said before, pretty much. You have some new talent. You have, which I was surprised to hear him when I heard him, was William Shatner.
Yes. I wasn't paying attention
When
to
his,
credits and I recognized his voice.
I don't think they had the voice credits in the beginning, did they? I don't remember.
I wasn't paying attention at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in there.
Well, he plays King
Keldor.
Andor's Keldor,
Yeah.
right? He plays the brother. But
Mhm.
what kind of reminded me, like the whole scenario of that, it kind of reminded me of Thor and Loki.
Okay.
Well, because like Loki, his natural state is like blue, his skin,
Yeah.
and he was adopted by King Odin. He didn't know that he was adopted and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So I just find that little similarity. But then you also have here, you have Kate McFadden. She played Queen Marlena, and before was voiced by what's the girl from Clueless?
The Alicia Silverstone?
Yeah,
No.
she
Yeah.
voiced them. Yes, she voiced the Queen in the first two series.
Ew. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And the father was different too. And I think also Scareglow was different. It was done by Toady Todd, the voice of Candyman, or the actor of Candyman, the original.
I don't hate it though. He has an iconic voice.
Oh, no, no doubt, no doubt. But I'm just saying, I don't remember him being doing the voice for that in the original Revelation series when he
Mm.
fought Orko.
I double checked. He did play Scareglow in
Oh, okay.
Revelation.
I was happy to hear also playing Hordak is Goliath himself, Goliath the gargoyle,
Not
Keith
the
David.
not the Marvel character.
No, not the Marvel character. No,
Yeah.
no. And then you have Motherboard that was played by Meg Foster. Do you know she was actually Evil Lynn in the Dolph Lundgren production?
Yes, I remember her as Evil Lynn.
Gorgeous woman, in the sense with her eyes, her it's like ice blue piercing eyes. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know how she looks. She looks okay now. She looks a little, dated. And I thought that was kind of cool that they brought some characters
Yeah.
from the original movie back then. Also, the character, that little from Dolph Lundgren's Master of the Universe, that little troll. Is it Gwildor?
I think it was Gwildor. Yeah.
Oh, you have John Delancey. He was Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation,
Yes.
and some other actors, of course. Uh, let's see, was there anything else? But yes, so they have two people or two characters, if you will. Well, one character from the movie, and then the actress who played another character from that movie in this series. So I guess it's like Easter eggs. It is written by Kevin Smith and Tim Sheridan. Well, they didn't put any directors here. But anyway, who cares? All right. Now, how did you feel about this series? Because I had to watch this twice because I lost attention or focus so many times in this. To me, this series or this season didn't live up or match, in my opinion, to the previous seasons.
I felt like season 1 of Revelations was fairly weak, and then season 2 came in, and I was pleasantly happy. Or
Right.
I'm going by memory now. My
Of
review may have
course.
been different.
Well, in honesty, without the end credit scene, it felt like it was a complete series. Like, okay, we're done with
Agreed.
this whole together, right?
Mhm.
And then at the end, there's a little Easter egg, if you will, or end credit scene that leads off or gives the impression, like you said, that another season is coming. And I was kind of disappointed because Hordak, he is predominantly, and his soldiers, the knights, whatever you want to call them, because they have the same armor, they're predominantly from She-Ra's world.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
a villain
so
for that.
right. And I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get any reference to her at all. I don't think we did. The only thing that was referenced to her is of Hordak and those soldiers.
Mhm.
That was pretty much it. That of her herself or any of her sidekicks. Well, I wasn't really a She-Ra fan anyway, so I don't know. And I know She-Ra already has a series on Netflix, different animation style, different altogether in that aspect. I don't know if He-Man is referenced there as well. I'm not sure. I don't know. I would have liked to have that connection more so than we got. But maybe in the next season that they bring out, maybe they will.
Maybe. I mean, I'm double checking right now. Like, apparently Skeletor was a big time character in the She-Ra series too.
Which one? The Netflix one?
No, the old school She-Ra, Princess of Power, 85 to 87.
I have no idea because, like I said, I never watched it.
Hey,
Maybe
same
Kim,
here.
maybe Kim knows because she probably watched it. I don't know. But for me, I mean, the first two seasons, Revelation, I found it better. It felt here a lot like overacting, over pushing, especially by Chris Wood in the sense of He-Man's portrayal. Like, hey, let's get those guys, like really bowstring, over the top, which it didn't seem like that in the previous seasons.
Well, in the very very first season, he practically wasn't there. Remember, he got like killed off fairly early.
No, I understand. Right. True. But when he was He-Man, when we did see him and stuff like that, it was. And then they went with the new version of He-Man, which was like, from what I know, in a similarity to the 3D animation of He-Man and the Master of the Universe currently streaming on Netflix,
Yeah,
where the sword is like split and then it can widen.
yeah. It's
You know,
kind of like referencing what Netflix does, you know.
right? And then it has the cape. His hair is longer.
Mm-hmm.
He's more. I'm not sure if he's bigger or leaner or taller. Like, there's also something different with his physique.
Yeah, like you said, it's the hair with the mullet.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Probably referring to then, because he has a cape. Dolph Lundgren's He-Man.
Ooh, kind of.
Because Dolph Lundgren had a mullet. He had a cape.
Dolph Lundgren went Super Saiyan at one point, and his outfit changed too for that.
So maybe he's in reference to that. Maybe he's giving that homage or love to that movie, which has some good moments and bad moments as well, as always. So probably that too.
Probably. I mean, there's fondness of the Masters of the Universe movie. I don't. I know it's a bad film, but the highlights I remember.
Right. I mean, you had some really good actors in it too. Not much,
Yeah.
but the production and execution of that movie was horrible. Like, in my strong opinion, before we continue, is that Courtney Cox and the other guy, the Earthlings, should have not been in that show, that movie.
It should have just been all Masters of the Universe.
Yes, there's no need to that. It's kind of like, what was that one? It's like Barbie in a sense, where the toys, even though these are not toys, these are actually characters from a different world, going into Earth, like
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog. But Sonic the Hedgehog's a little better in execution. Here was not needed, but that was like the go-to, like from all those, from games, toys to movie franchise. They usually have that, like, how can we make it into our reality? What can we do? Oh, like they go to Earth and blah blah blah. But anyway, do you have a favorite moment?
William Shatner kind of stole the show for me as Caldor.
Really?
Well, because
Well,
also
well,
it did reference like the trope that like Skeletor was his, which we've seen before.
right, from the He-Man and Master of the Universe 3D animation on Netflix. Correct. So that's what I was saying. Like, it's like Kevin Smith probably brought in that lore
Yeah.
of multiple aspects of the story.
I feel like
or
it was
the
also
lore.
lured elsewhere too, but yeah.
No, you told me that. I think it was in the comic books or another animation series.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make it more into here, which I kind of like in a way. Is like Skeletor did not know he was like brainwashed or maybe had like amnesia in that sense when he was transformed into Skeletor. Like the kind of like where Wolverine, like he forgets his memory. Well, not the movie version because it was
You're talking about like the comic version, like
the stress that of going through putting the adamantium, thank you, into his bones, right? Through his skin into the bones. That pain was so excruciating that he has memory loss. So I kind of like that part. But for me, now that you could keep going, but I think that to me, William Shatner's performance was pretty weak.
Okay.
It just felt like he was just reading the lines without emotion.
No, there was a couple times like when when he's talking to Skeletor and he was going like, "You're being played." He's like, "This is what you are, the great Skeletor, just a lackey." He's chewing him out. I like that.
But when he's saving a town, when he's telling people, "Do this, do that, do this," he's like, "You go over there, stop it from happening. You, why don't you go and
yeah,
this?"
because
That was
everything
so
because
flat.
it's all rehearsed and it's like they're and just emphasize that to me it was just emphasizing the point that this is a staged event. Yes, people are getting hurt and being attacked, but it's all a trick and a ploy, and he
I
already knows
that. I can understand. I can understand, but you would think to sell it, you would be more emotional in the sense of you don't want to be so bland that you give any chance of being figured out.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because it was like I was like, this is weird. I was like, this doesn't seem right. And then I was like, oh, Skeletor is him and he is Skeletor. I was like, oh, I get it. It wasn't like, oh my God, he's Luke's father. It wasn't like that.
I mean, I found the whole interaction with him and as the character storyline better, like than what I felt with He-Man's character. Teela, as much as she was doing, Hordak. See, but we got even less of Hordak.
Yeah, but every time he was on, he stole the show.
Yes, he was a great villain.
Great. That voice was like perfect for him. And for me, my favorite scene, he's telling the guy who's being like cemented, is that you think I fight my battles? I hire people to fight for me. Yes. And I was like, oh, that is so smart. And I was like, yeah, why would villains fight if they can hire people to do it? That's, I do think that was awesome. That was my favorite moment. Yes. And to me, yeah. And you were saying about Teela, which I thought was like, well, I'm sorry. The performance of Teela in here was very flat as well in comparison to what we had before. Who do we have before? I think we had
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes. And she did great. And I didn't like her presentation in a sense of like, since she's learning magic, she takes the form of the Cobra or takes the form of what have you.
I mean, technically, that's what happened when she became sorceress. She got the bird.
Excuse me?
She got the bird.
She got the bird. No, but the thing is, okay, so all right, she's with that spirit or essence.
Yeah.
Why not, if you're doing that, why not combine, make it a Cobra and the bird, what have you? The combination of that.
You mean like before they went to the final stage of combination?
Like a hybrid.
Yeah.
A hybrid of the two. Why not?
Yeah, I would have been down for that.
Yeah.
Instead, it looked like a reject from Serpentine. Cobra Kai. Not Cobra Kai.
Cobra.
Joe.
Cobra. Joe, yeah. Or the Serpent Society from Marvel Comics.
They like Hydra and stuff. Like they had the tentacles.
Yeah.
And like snakes only have one tail. Why she had 20?
No, but I'm just saying. No, Serpent Society was a group in Marvel Comics. You know, Black Mamba, Cobra, what have you.
Copperhead.
Anyway, Orko was awesome. Cringer.
Here's what I forgot. Like, did Orko resurrect himself in the final season last year? I thought he was still in with.
No, he came back. He was with, no, that's from the first. Yes, he came back because they fought because he gave himself up.
Yeah.
He gave himself up in that great battle from season 1. Mm-hmm. And then him and Adam were both dead. Again, Adam died again, I believe. And they're like in the land of purgatory, if you will, with Scareglow. So we're there again, and then Scareglow sees him. He was like, oh man, you again. And they made a deal though. So he did come back in the middle of the season of the second one.
Okay. I totally forgot that.
No, yeah. And he made a triumphant return and with Evil Lyn, because Evil Lyn and him were doing stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that the first season? Now I'm getting confused too, because I know they were together for a while.
No, I think it was the second season. I did like Evil Lyn's character. I still enjoyed her.
I liked her growth. Yes, she's continued to grow, continued to improve. And then, okay, so she became a hero at the end, right? They anointed her. They anointed her as a guardian of the something like that.
Yeah, one of the guys with the goggles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what was she again?
I don't know what that title was.
Yeah, it was just weird. It was kind of like almost like the Watcher.
I remember seeing the toy with that same goggle set, and I don't remember what it was for.
I think I have it.
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
I think I have
all the best scenes did involve Hordak. Like because I'm changing it. Because I was also thinking about the fight scene with Skeletor, which also involved William Shatner, commenting in the background and I just liked that moment. That was a really good moment. Hordak and him going toe to toe.
Yes, in the sense of it's not really Skeletor, it's Skeletech or something like that, where he has the same powers as Hordak,
Yeah.
because he sees that Hordak is changing, going to like a rocket or something like that. And then he saw that on the fall. He looks at Hordak and he learns, yes, and he makes his jet's propeller, whatever you call it, and goes after him from there. I was like, all right, that's a little smart. He's adapting. So yeah, that fight there was great. But again, everything, all the scenes with Hordak, awesome. I mean, the thing is, Keith Davis, God damn, he's a great actor. His voice is so iconic. Spawn, Goliath, like I said, from Gargoyles. He's in that NBC old superhero show, The Cape. I think it's called The Cape. He played a part in it. He's in that movie, The Live, with Rowdy Piper.
The Thing.
Yeah, the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing. Yeah, I mean, he's like, this guy's been acting for so long. It's just, I can't get enough of him. And that says like, oh, he was in something about Mary.
Yes, he played like the father-in-law.
Father. Yeah, it's like funny as shit. What about weak moments?
The performances were kind of weak. I just thought I did like the whole death moment with the father, the king.
Yes, that was good. That was touching. That was, and again, that the voice actor in that changed. It was the one who usually does Batman from Batman the Bold.
Yes,
and the one with Harley Quinn. He did a different voice now.
He did Buzz Off.
Yes, it was Buzz Off in there, which I thought was like, why would you change the actor? It makes no sense. Like, it's the same world. It's just part 3, if you will. Continue. But anyway, yeah, so it was very touching, showing that how the responsibilities of now what you have to do. You can't be both. You can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah. Now, overall, I would say like a low point. I wasn't a big fan of the moments where they were doing the training for going back to Tila. I know they kept going on to it because that was the arc that she was supposed to be doing to train to bring back Eternia. It didn't really seem much. Like, all it was like, I gave you the power of the snake. Now prepare yourself for insults as I run away. In order to condition their emotions. And I'm like, I get it. This doesn't feel that right.
Real quick, hold up. What are you doing with your hair? Are you trying to grow another fro?
Oh, no, I'm getting ready to cut it.
Okay, just sorry. I was like, please, whatever you do not do the eraser head.
Listen, please. That was just a natural byproduct of how the hair grows.
No. No. You made it like that.
It was my Don King look.
It was a bad look.
Came natural.
It's not. No. Don King's look is not your look, because Don King's look was looked like his hair was on fire, if you will. You cut the hair to make it like that, like a poor man's Kid and Play.
I never kept that.
You did it for like 3 years.
No, that was just growing it out and then cut it. Bruh.
Buddy, your hair went straight up. That only happens when you cut the sides and shave off the top.
My hair grew funny. That's legit how it will grow. Anyways.
Let's go back to the show.
I would have been more interested if they try to tie in He-Man's mother's lineage more or something like that. If you're gonna go down bringing references to the Master of the Universe live action and reference his mother being an alien at one point, let's dabble of going to Earth, people.
Well, maybe it will because of the 4th season.
I'm just saying that Tila's journey didn't feel that fulfilling. He-Man's journey to me still didn't feel that fulfilling. I feel like he had more of a growth journey in the 2nd season than this 3rd season. Men at Arms, her character didn't get to do diddly squat, which she was actually a really interesting character.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm feeling left out. Kaldor's like, well, if you want to be a part of something, you can just build this for us. Great. I have a job.
Orko was great. Also, he's also a great character in this. He's been solid for all the seasons.
True.
The fight scenes were relatively pretty good. The training, yes, it could have been stronger. I just felt that
Like the training for Skeletor and the flashbacks looked more like entertaining. They were more intense.
Yeah, well, yes, because he's like beating him down like every time. But again, it was like Rebel Moon,
yeah,
Thanos with Gamora. Again, similar in that sense. You take someone from that village you just destroyed, and you make him your own, even though he's the bastard child of the king. But Hordak took him and then trained him, and then he's the best. Yeah,
he was
not his the other king, the previous king. I'm thinking the king out.
Grandfather. Essentially, he was technically the rightful heir to the throne, but it's because of the mother's lineage.
Right.
That's why they had the issue.
Right. But then I said, like, then Hordak got him and like took him. He was a destroyer of, planets or villages, whatever you want to call it. And then he took him in and just starts training him. So it's just very similar to Rebel Moon premise and Infinity Stone or Infinity War, that sets with Thanos and Gamora.
What about
Go ahead.
I was going to say Skeletor, Skeletech, Mark Hamill.
The same. It's just now that it's kind of hard. Every time I hear his voice, I hear Joker.
It's fair.
It's kind of like Cobra Commander and Starscream. Same actor playing two different characters, the same voice in that. And so it's kind of hard, but he was still great. I still prefer the performance from the 3D animated He-Man and Master Universe Skeletor.
Okay.
He's serious, but then he has some comedic moments. Here too, but it was like kind of funny. Also, another reference to Dolph Lundgren's Master of the Universe, that Hordak and Skeletech, they're about to fight. And what does Hordak say? Let this be our final battle.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is straight up Master of the Universe.
Right, but also Skeletor said that in the first 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He said it twice. You get it where it says where he got it from.
Yeah.
He got it from Hordak when they fought a couple of times like that. He may have said it then. So that's why I see like the full circle of that saying.
Okay.
Could be wrong. Now, in the sense of Rotten Tomatoes, do you see it as 100% by the critics or 84% by the audience?
I'll lean towards the audience.
I'm saying 80 to 75 because to me, it doesn't hold the same level. It's entertaining, yes, but for me to watch it twice usually means I really like it, like I've done with Onimusha and Blue Eye Samurai, or I was so distracted or unfocused or bored that a second time was needed to know exactly what was going on. And that was the latter for me. I had no idea what was going on. I was extremely bored. I did not like the direction they were going on certain aspects. Only thing was happy for me or good for me was Hordak's performance by Keith David, Orko, Cringer, but you can't beat that guy. That voice also is iconic. The same guy who played, who was in Game of Thrones.
Liam Cunningham. He played Duncan.
Yes. Oh, not Duncan. Was it Duncan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Duncan. Who played Cringer? I'm saying Cringer. Oh my god! But he's also awesome. It was Stephen Root.
Yes.
He's from Office Space and stuff like that. But Duncan, yes, that voice is also iconic. But Stephen Root, he's like a voice. No, not a voice. He's a chameleon altogether. His voices, his
character portrayals,
appearance. Yes, he's definitely a character actor because his work in Radio Show and Office Space and also in True Blood, because he had a moment there in True Blood. The list goes on and on and on. He just transforms into. He was also in The Mandalorian. I forgot he was in Mandalorian as well.
Yeah,
with those pale motorcycle chromed out.
Yeah, he was like a water farmer.
Worth the watch?
I would have been fine with the first 2 seasons. Not worth it. Maybe part 4 will make it worth it.
It's been a long time since the second season. To me, is like one and done, even though I did it twice. But really, one and done.
That's fair.
I will watch the next season, of course. Like you and I, we are, what's the word that you use? A completionist?
Yeah, I'm a completionist. Hence why I collect everything.
And you need to stop.
True.
I'm the same way, but I'm stopping. I have stopped a lot. Here I am looking at all my crap that I have here. And you're no better buying me stuff for the holidays and stuff. You, mom, got, and granted, I love the last gift, but you gotta stop. The Batarang, pretty damn hot. All right, guys, that is our series review of Masters of the Universe Revolution, currently streaming on Netflix. Have you seen it? What was your favorite moment? What was your weak moment? And as always, if you have a show or a movie you'd like us to review, please leave a comment in the description below. Until next time, we'll be the next time. I'm Angel.
I'm Adon.
Love you, bro.
Love you too.